Good day, everybody. Welcome to part five. That's okay. Welcome to the fifth video of the course Learn Python with Jamin. And in today's video, we'll be talking about data types. All right. Before we dive into the coding, we'll talk about the concept, the logic behind it, and then we code. All right. We'll not be doing much coding, just mostly explanation today. All right. To get you familiar with the data types. So now in Python, let's get into before we understand data types, let's understand what are data, what data is. Now data can be defined as information. Yes. Is it information? Data can be defined as raw inputs which can be used for analysis. So data is anything in which you put into the computer. Don't forget that computer this thing IPO. Uh, yeah. Sorry. So um let's talk about this thing well, right? So I think this is text, okay. All right, let's just do data. Now, data can be defined as any input, like data can be defined as data is any like raw input which can be in the form. What? My typing is getting bad. Okay, which can be in the form of like um which can be in the form of numbers, alphabet, alpha, numeric, character, character. But all right. What is wrong with me? Characters, TC, right? So anything in this form can be defined as data. All right. So data, any raw input, yes, which can be in the form and can be used for analysis. All right. So you use data for analysis. Don't forget that in computer IPO. Okay, when learning IPO. So what does that IPO mean? It's simple. IPO stands for input process out, telling you that you input in an information, it processes it and sends it out to you as output, which can then be used. Most of the times, this input can be useless, yes, and then after it has gone through the processing, it can now be used useful. And then input data, and then when it processes, gives us information, right? So that is just what data is like. So graphical, not too graphical, but the representation of what data is. So you can have a data as this bunch of gibberish words. Then after the processing, you can have it as information, which can be you know, information, can be useful information. Okay, so the information can be anything. Maybe you are working on a data set on life expectancy rate, life life expectancy rate in an area, in a region. So you need the data and then process it to become the information you need to be. Yes, so it will give you out you put in a data set which can be, let's say, for example, 11, 12, 2, 4, and all those numbers, then you print it out. You can also be working on different projects on data science. So data mostly in data science, but now what we'll be talking about data types will be useful in every aspect of programming. To any language you want to learn, if you are not learning Python now, you want to learn another language, these data types that we're about to learn is also going to be very useful for you because data types now we'll get into that. I'll explain to what it is. But now I just hope you've understood the concept of data and how it is, okay? Because you need to understand data to understand data types. So now we move on next on the list. Let's see. So you've understood data. If you want to know more about data, you can go on Google and browse out more about data to get to know that. Okay. So now the next to be talking about is what are data types? Okay, data types. Now, from the name, what do you understand data types to be? You know what data is, and what do you expect data types to be? Data types are types of data. From the name, you understand that. So now, data types are like is a way to identify, to specify, to show what type of data is being passed into it. Like if you see here, data can be in form of numbers, alphabet, alphanumeric, and so on. Yeah, you have data sets, you have a list of data, and you have other different types of data. Okay, so data types are like okay, data types to get an accurate definition for you. Let me see if I can browse it out to get an accurate definition. Um, data type. So now, what are data types? Yeah, in computer science and computer programming, data type or simply type is an attribute or data which tells the compiler or interpreter how the programmer intends to use the data. Which type, that is simply which type of data it is, okay? It it tells the computer which type of data is being passed in. Okay, so most programming languages support basic types of integer numbers to get to this data. So you can also do it on Wikipedia data and get get what data is. Now, um, although the term data, just read through, but we have our main this thing. If you read through, you understand what he's talking about in about how the data is raw and then it's collected and then passed into the computer for processing, then brought out as an output. So that is like basically what it's talking about data. So I hope you've understood what data is and what are data types. Okay. So now, how can data types be used in programming? But before we do that, let's jump into this thing. It's very important for Python. There are different program languages have different data types. To enter into this. So like these are the data types in Python. Okay. You see text, you see numeric types, you see sequence types, mapping types, set types, boolean types, and binary types. And all of these are further broken down into at least one. So see strings, text string for the text data type it accepts in string information, okay? And then for the numeric data types it accepts in integer information, float Yes, so for the text information, it accepting string, numeric types, it accepting integer, float, complex. And then for the sequence types, it accepts in list, tuple, range. For the mapping type, dictionary. For the set type, set. For the also frozen sets, boolean types, bool, binary type, bytes, binary type, also byte array, memory view. So most of these things, we get into them or explain each and what they all are used for in subsequent videos. But in this video is mainly just to explain what are these data types and how they can be used in programming. So in programming, data types can be used, as we have talked of, in creating data analysis, in for data analysis mostly, and also in small projects you also need data types. It's very important. So you just what are data types for program. In computer science and computer programming, the data type or simply types and attributes which tells the so just what we found in Wikipedia. So from this, it tells the compiler what are they used for, telling compiler and interpreter how the programmer intends to use the data, which is normally passed in. So when a user in the user end pass in from the client end pass in a data into the app, a software, into a website or anything. Now data types tells the compiler or interpreter how the programmer or the app, how the programmer intends, how the user, sorry, intends to use this data. Programmer can also specify a particular type of data type that is supposed to be passed in. All right, so now we've gotten this, we've gotten just in 3 videos, create something like have mostly video to explain text data, type, numeric types, um, sequence types, um, mapping types, set types, and boolean types. Okay, so we explain all of this. I'll create videos that has to explain mostly what the text type is, how it's used, and other things, and numeric types, sequence types, sets, and boolean types. But for this video, we'll be talking mostly about talked about what is data, what are data types, just getting used to data types in programming. And then as we learn text, numeric types, sequence type, mapping types, set types, and boolean types, we also code and you know create more things to show you how it. And then at the end of this data types segment, we'll talk about creating a project that has to involve what all we have all learned in this data types, and see how far you guys have gone, right? So for this video, it's just data types, mostly about explaining this concept of data types to you guys so you guys can understand. Because without understanding the concept of data types, you would not be able to follow along in subsequent videos. You'll not be able to follow along in subsequent videos and make your own like contribution to those videos. So, that's all I have for this video today. And also want to use this opportunity um to to thank you guys for watching my videos on Facebook, and I want to thank you guys for take your time to watch my videos, and I hope you learn things from the videos. And please do well to go to our WhatsApp, I'm sorry, our Facebook page and learn Python 101. Just type in this URL, just go and type in learn Python and look for this icon. And then like like the page, follow us. And I also in the page, I also dropped a post leading you guys to our WhatsApp group link so that you can get familiar with the our WhatsApp community and join into the discussions there. And also, I created a YouTube channel where I'll be posting my videos too. So this video is also there. So make sure you go to the YouTube channel, and if you have not subscribed, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and enjoy the videos. Please like, share the video so other people too can learn Python and also into this technology age, because the age you are moving in now with the tech age, and everybody needs to at least know how to code, because it's going to help in a lot of things like logical thinking and other things. So also while you're at it, join our Facebook group. And I like creating this community so that everybody everywhere in can at least have somebody you can ask meet for your problems. So as you are coding along, you have problems, join our group, post the problems you have, and other people also help to answer your question. And also the Instagram account you can also like, and I'm sorry, I mean like follow me for other videos. I post videos in my Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Right. So thanks for stopping by and hanging around. I'll see you in my next video.